We've got players. We've got a game ready to be played here at the Kirk Nevin Arena. I am Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live, the second game of the doubleheader here. It'll be Indiana and Bishop McCort in a rare neutral game here for the Crushers. They'll be the home team in this contest. It's weird because what happened was the War Memorial didn't have availability for them to be able to play this game at home. So they'll be playing here in Greensburg against Indiana. So we'll play that one out the way it's going to go. Bishop McCort, the champions of the Southeast Division in Single A. Of course, 2 years coming off of the championship of the Penguins Cup and heading to the States. They unfortunately, last season, were ineligible due to transfer rules and such, so they were not able to play for the Penguins Cup to try to repeat. So this will be their season that they're able to try to come back. They picked up some pretty interesting players this offseason. Addison Bekov, of course, the Russian import. He is the leader of the scoring in Single A, and he is going to be out there. He is wearing number... Give me a second to get that one. I haven't seen them that often. Addison Bekov wears 23 for McCort. Nikita Polsky is also out there for them. Addison Bekov, 39 goals, 18 assists, 57 points on the year for the Crushers. And on the opposite side, it's been up and down for Indiana. A little heartbreak at the beginning of the season. We talked about it a little bit earlier, and you know they were expecting to come into the season with the goaltender that was the backup for the last few years. Unfortunately, he decided he didn't want to play this season, so they've turned to Seamus O'Connor, who was a transfer this year and has played pretty well for the Indians in his first season with the team. 11-6 on the year with an .829 save percentage, 60 goals against and 2 shutouts on the year in a little over 958 minutes. So you look at the Indiana Indians, they were in a chase in that Northwest Division with Kiski and Fox Chapel. Kiski ultimately ended up winning the division, but Indiana coming close. And, you know, it's been the last couple seasons, it's been the same thing for Indiana, getting close and close and close and not being able to pull off the victory. And they've got a tough task today as Bishop McCort, of course, 2 seasons removed from a Penguins Cup championship and not able to play last year, so they're going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They're going to turn, of course, to their only goaltender this evening, and that is Cole Bradley. Cole Bradley coming in as the bona fide starter, played every minute on the season for the squad. 17 and 3 on the year, .894 save percentage in net for the senior. He wears the slap shot Hansen brothers on his helmet and all black pads to our left. He is their, I believe, the 3rd-year starter for them. So it's interesting to see how he wants to go out in his career. He has 2 shutouts on the year. Opposite side, I did mention it's going to be O'Connor for Indiana. Winner will go on to face the opposite side of that bracket. Kiski and Norwin will play tomorrow at Center Ice Arena, where Jared Todd-Hunter will join us, will join you, and you'll be able to follow along there. Let's check the scoreboard real fast while I send out some social media. And for the, make sure I give my updates to everybody out there, and then I'll send a social out for this. Final coming up from a couple places. Mars defeats Montour in overtime, 6-5. Let's check in on that one to see how that one played out. Mars with a Mac Reamer goal moments into the fourth period, 22 seconds in, defeating Meadville. So that one went to a final in overtime, really quick especially. The Shannock leading Morgantown 9-1, defeating them at Hess Ice Arena. Alan Saunders was there. Meadville falling to Baldwin 1-0 in a very tight contest. A Belak goal, the only blood there. Greater Latrobe, let me make sure that was a Belak goal. I think it was actually somebody else. Dylan Belak, yes, was the goal in that contest. Armstrong falling to Greater Latrobe in our first game of Berg Hockey Live, 6-2. Then Ringgold defeating Wilmington 11-2. Wilmington took a 2-0 lead in that game at Ross Draver, but ended up falling to the Rams. Plum trailing Hempfield. That's the other game of the bracket. So we'll find out where that one ends up. It's 3-2 currently heading into the third. It looks like, yep, heading into the third period. Carrick and Burrell started at Ice Castle. Ed Major on that one. Indiana, Bishop McCort, you are watching that one right now here at Kirk Nevin Arena. This is our final broadcast of 2020. So we will see you in the next season after this one. I thanks everybody for joining us here for our coverage of high school hockey. Once again, as I remind you in the first game, this game will be a little choppy with the broadcast as we are battling Wi-Fi here at Kirk Nevin Arena. This one probably won't be as packed as the other one because the sheer distance between Indiana and Bishop McCort to here is a little bit longer. I believe it's about 50 miles to each location. So we're going to have just a close to family, maybe some fans here for both teams. So we'll see how that plays out. They're going to line up, and we might have I don't know if we're going to have the national anthem or not here. Yep, they are.
And now, to honor America and those who serve her, please rise and direct your attention towards the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
We are back here at Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg. No, we are not at the War Memorial as Bishop McCort hosts the Indiana Little Indians. Of course, there was a scheduling conflict at the War Memorial, so we will play this game in the friendly confines of Lynch Field. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is BurghHockeyLive. This is the quarterfinals of Single A. The #1 seed in the Southeast, the Bishop McCort Crushers will face the Indiana Little Indians. This will be the first time I really get to see Bishop McCort, so excuse me while I try to figure everything out with the names and the numbers. They don't have any names on the back of their jerseys. Indiana I've seen 3 times, so we'll be able to probably run at that. I'll give you the update on the scoreboard as we continue to progress here today. Indiana in the black with the red trim, a little white in that system too. Bishop McCort, their home jerseys are yellow with red shoulders and sleeves. So they're going to step up. Sciorino will step in with the puck to drop. We've changed our officials. I'll give you the updated ones here momentarily. Zapolsky will take it. He passes it across. And that was Miller. William Miller just dumps it in. Williams will take it the other way. And here comes Indiana into the zone real fast. Indiana shot just wide of the net. That almost went behind Bradley. Head down, shot across. For Eisenhower, can't get to it. Eisenhower looking up. Zapolsky will grab it behind the net. Back around for Miller. Miller looking for Olton Bekov. Olton Bekov with 57 points as a sophomore in Single A. Back out. Indiana will dump it down the ice, and it's going to go the distance for no icing because it looked like they could have touched it. Bradley, the only goaltender on the McCort roster this evening, will take it. And here comes Zabolski out of the zone for Miller. Miller carries it out, shot on net, saved by O'Connor at 16:13 remaining first period. And we'll go to a face-off on the left side. Oh, sorry, to the right of O'Connor. Face-off coming up. One and shot on by McCort. Around. Back behind. We get these names down. Brady Venny pumps it around. Venny up and across. Knocked down and kept by Indiana coming across. He's going to catch Wilson going the other way. Corbin Wilson battles along. McCourt's going to have it back in the corner. Riblet will battle off. It's going to be picked up and taken out by Casino, who just dumps it across, and a penalty coming up. A cross check coming up against Indiana, it appears. Nope. Yes. I'm waiting to see what the... Yes, Indiana, there's going to be Corbin Wilson to the net, to the back box, and Bishop McCort will head to the power play. Olton Beckhoff, Miller, Bryce Bear, and Zapolsky out there with Cameron Bunn. Face off one by Indiana back out of the zone, cleared to the back behind the net where Bradley will collect it. Cole Bradley leaves it for Zapolsky, who will carry it out. Keyed up with Zapolsky. Looking for Miller. Lets it go out, and it's going to be cleared by Indiana down the ice. It's going to be tough to pay attention to the Indiana numbers here. From this angle, it's really hard to tell. They're very narrow numbers. Zapolsky will carry it out of the zone. Passes it up for Olton Beckhoff. Addis Olton Beckhoff around into the corner. Clears it around, and it's going to be picked up by Indiana and cleared out to the point. Off of Miller and out of the zone. Zapolsky will collect it over to Miller at center. Cleared up for Zapolsky. Carries it into the zone. Back for Beckhoff's shot, and it's going to be picked up by Bear. Bear can't handle it, so it's going to be taken by... Cleared back into the zone. Bear into the near corner. Sorry, I was helping somebody out run some wire here. Zapolsky, shot, save made by O'Connor. Back out, it's going to be Miller who gets it over to Olton Beckhoff. Addis Olton Beckhoff up for Zapolsky. Top of the circle, Olton Beckhoff shot blocked, and big hit coming up, and it's going to be an interference call against Cameron Bunn, who for absolutely terrorizing a member of the Indiana Indians. And it's going to go 4-on-4 for 44 seconds. Bunn taking his time getting to the box. It's going to come out of the zone. Merlina and Buckholes is your other referee for this one. Merlina is a linesman. Going to get the other name of the linesman here. Is that Mackenzie McGuire, I think. Merlina will pass up. Yep, it'll be Mackenzie McGuire on the opposite side. Don't need to see a nameplate for that. We've seen her several times this year. Out for Williams. He's going to go deep in the zone. It's going to be an icing call. Yes, that is Mackenzie McGuire as the other linesman here, linesperson. Working with Kirsten Welsh, of course, of Robert Morris fame. She is working as a linesman in the NHL developmental system, and she always yells at me for typecasting that name, so I won't do it because I fear her. And back out, here we go. Williams gets tripped up by Zapolsky, and penalty coming up. Zach Wood's going to take it into the zone. It's going to be a 4-on-3 here momentarily. Cleared up, and big hit by Olton Beckhoff, tipped off. Cleared in the zone. Miller will battle off. Beckhoff will touch it in another second penalty in moments. 17 seconds left on the first penalty to Indiana. We're going to have a 5-on-3 for a minute 17 whenever the first penalty expires. Indiana has a 4-on-3 for 17, however, and we'll settle and see how this one plays out. Indiana really coming out strong, but Bishop McCort bringing the power factor back to them. Nettleton will step in. Face-off one back by Indiana. Shot on by Williams, goes in the air, bounces up. Eisenhower will chase it behind the net. 11 seconds remaining in the first minor. Agnello bounces up for Eisenhower. Eisenhower waits for it, thinks about it, burns a little bit of time. 5-on-3 begins. Eisenhower speeds up a little bit, throws it across. Got to the point. Kept on, big hit by Olton Beckhoff. Eisenhower back behind. Bear passes it around. Couldn't be kept in by Williams. It'll go all the way down. O'Connor comes out. Jameis O'Connor. Down for Williams. Leaves it, and here comes, I believe that is Agnello. Agnello carries it across. Tanner Agnello in across, back behind with Bear. Into the zone. Comes to the top of the slot, crosses for Williams. Williams shot, looks for the redirect, can't get to it. Nettleton, half wall. Looks for Agnello. Agnello to Nettleton. Top of the circle, into the circle. Round for Williams, tipped off. 32 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. 57 remaining in the power play. Back up, Agnello, shot, high, bounces off and off the glass. Nettleton, back in the corner. Down for Eisenhower. Eisenhower waits, looks at it. Williams at the point. Waits for it, backs down for Eisenhower. Williams will hold on to it. 10 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. Down, Nettleton can't hold on to it. Agnello looking for Williams. Eisenhower waits for it, crosses, waits for it, shot just wide of the net. First penalty expired, 23 seconds remaining in the second power play. Up for Williams. They're gonna play catch, Eisenhower and Williams. Williams waits for it, back shot on, blocked, gonna go across for Wood. 10 seconds remaining in the power play, back behind for Eisenhower. Eisenhower looking for Williams. Williams waits, passes across. Agnello, shot wide of the net. Eisenhower looking for the backhand. Shot on by Corbin Wilson, can't hold on to it. Eisenhower, penalties expired, 5-on-5 here. And Williams can't hold on. Eisenhower's shots, block in front. Wilson goes behind, ducks below the check. Shot on, just held on to. Bradley will grab it and hold on to it. And these two teams do not like each other with 11:43 remaining in the first. 0-0 is your score. The 5-on-3 for Indiana has been expired. So we'll have a face-off coming up to the right of Cole Bradley. Nettleton will step in with Casino. Around, bounced in front, opportunity there for Indiana. Leidick will take it, shot on. Nettleton behind the net, getting around for Brody. Zach Brody up to the point. Shot on and tried to look for the tip, nobody home. Attempt to be cleared out nicely by Venny, who just gets it out of the zone. Wood will take it out, and Nettleton will turn and take it the other way. And the Zapolsky shot just bounces wide of the net, back behind, looking for Nettleton, but it's gonna go back for Brody. Zach Brody can't get to it. Here comes Bishop McCort the other way. Big hit along the boards. And can't get to it, and it's gonna be picked up by Clark. Orlando Clark will just dump it down the ice on net, so it's gonna go no icing here. Cole Bradley will just pass it out. And we'll go to Indiana, where Eisenhower will carry it into the zone, bounced off of Zapolsky. And dumped around behind Bradley. Connor Coyle here. And Venny couldn't keep onto it, so Leidick will take it, dump it for Zapolsky, just knocks it out of midair. Tanner Agnello carries it across for Castro. Castro passes it across, looking for Eisenhower, can't get it to him. Zapolsky will take it. All of a sudden, Indiana with a little bit of the momentum shift their way after that power play, haven't really given it up. Bear has a hard time with that at the point. Will carry it in. Shot on, saved by O'Connor. 10-10 remaining in the first period. Let's look real quick at this scoreboard while we have a second. We had mentioned that all the games that had gone final, Burrell leading Carrick 2-1. Plum trailing Hempfield 3-2. This one, 0-0 in the late games. Wilson battles behind the net with Olton Beckhoff. Agnello behind the net, tries to pass it around. Castro will take it. Pass it around for Zapolsky. Shoots it behind, can't get to it. Gonna bounce off a couple players, and here comes Indiana, 2-on-1 the other way if they hurry. Castro, Clark will come in with Castro, and Agnello back around for Castro, throws it in front. Wilson waits, shoots, just wide of the net. Clark behind the net will carry it on the backhand, rubbed off by Zapolsky. He kicks it up to the point. Castro will take it, bounces it off to Clark, battles through Zapolsky, waits for it, thinks about it. Zapolsky will just dump it along the boards. Bear has a hard time with it with Castro there. He's gonna have to wait, think about it, passes it out. Finds him, Zapolsky comes in, shot in the middle of the air, it bounces, a weird bounce, almost rolls in the net, but bounced to the side, out to the point. Picked up nicely by Williams, sticked off, but Agnello will chase it back into the zone. Agnello back around for Sapolsky. Sapolsky passes it around, looking for Oltenbekov behind the net. He's gonna let it go up to William Miller. Miller lets it go, and it goes out of the zone, cleared all the way down wide of the net for an icing call. And it's gonna go back to the other zone, and of course, you know Dave Fryer's here when they play Baby Shark at the rink. 8:49 remaining in the first period. Back out behind and up to the point. Nice play there, try to get it out. Quick by Miller. Miller shoots, saved by O'Connor. Look around. It's gonna be Venny. Venny's gonna let it go for Agnello. Agnello will carry it up. Flicked out for Williams. Williams for Sherry, but it's gonna go back across where William will take it. Wood. Hits Miller, and it's gonna go back behind. For Leidick will take a big hit on him by Casino. Out, and Riblet will be behind the net, but it's going to bounce out where Indiana will take it. Agnello will carry it out of the zone. Big play there. Back into the zone is Indiana, just dumps it on. Miller waits for it, dumps it down the ice where Leidick will collect it. The waits with it. Owen Leidick will carry it out of the zone, in on his own. He gets around the defenders, throws it on net across for Cole Bradley to stack it in his pads and hold on to it. With 7:39 remaining first period. We are still scoreless here between Bishop McCort and the Indiana Little Indians. Once again, I am Brian Mitchell. This is Burgh Hockey Live. Welcome to Kirk Nevin Arena, our final broadcast of 2020 season. Nettleton will step in here with Oltenbekov. Won by the Crushers. That was Berkebile. He's able to bring it forward. It goes behind the net where Miller will take it. Gets it up for Berkebile. Lets it go. Bradley behind the net for Sapolsky. For Bryce Bear. Battle along the boards. Off for Oltenbekov. Tipped out. Cleared into the zone. Back down, and here comes Corbin Wilson, throws one across. Score! Indiana gets the opening goal. It's Eisenhower. Gets a tip in front, and it's 1-0 at 7:06. Nice little play by Wilson to get it in deep, and then throws one across. Eisenhower tips it in for the 1-0 lead. Indiana building on that momentum and actually cashing in. And it's 1-0 here at the Kirk Nevin Arena. Face off coming up. Oltenbekov steps in with Agnello. Up and cleared out by Indiana. Williams will chase down Miller, but they'll go into the zone. McAnulty will get it past Wood. Brody can't get it up for Williams. So it's going to go back into the zone. It's going to be Berkebile. Here comes Bear into the zone. Bryce Bear will battle across, and it's going to go clear down the zone. Indiana is knocking it deep, and it'll be going on for icing call. 6:39 remaining first period. 1-0 Indiana here as Eisenhower gets a tip in front to give them the early lead. Indiana, of course, trailed Kiski in the division for most part of the entire season, made a run towards the end. Unfortunately, weren't able to catch the Cavaliers, and it ended up finishing the number 2 seed and facing Bishop McCort here. And it was face-off won by those Indians, and here comes Williams, who throws it on net and holds on to it while Williams comes in with Bradley. And with 6:32 remaining, we'll have a face-off. We haven't even stopped the music yet. That's how fast that play developed. Once again, I apologize if the feed is a little choppy. Unfortunately, we can only deal with what we got here with Wi-Fi here at Kirk Nevin Arena. We're looking to fix all of our problems going into next season if we have the luck of being able to do this again. Miller across, looking out for Riblet. Chase down, here comes Leidick out of the zone. Leidick behind the net. Waits for it, thinks about it for a second, takes a couple seconds off the clock. Passes it up, looks for Williams. Williams battles it out. Here comes, leave that shot on nicely by Tanner Agnello. And they'll hug it out inside the line. Ethan Agnello and William Miller will hug it out on the line. Everybody I talked to about this series says these two are rivals, so I've seen it so far, the way they played each other. Colton Beckhoff steps in with Tanner Agnello. Face off to the right of Bradley. Face off one forward by Indiana, almost tipped in nicely by Wilson. Back around, going to be blocked by Indiana. Clark battles along, and Zapolsky passes it across. BurghHockeyLive can't get to it. Leidick, the captain, will give it up, and it's going to go back out of the zone. And here comes Indiana the other way. Wilson passes it across, but gives it away to BurghHockeyLive. Thinks about it for a second. Waits, goes back behind his center dot. Behind his own dot, I'm sorry, to the right. Zapolsky will pass out for Olton Beckhoff. Olton Beckhoff battles across. Clark will take it, dump it out of the zone, but Zapolsky will be right there to dump it right back in. They're offside, have to get on. Indiana, they'll just come back out of the zone. Miller gets it past Agnello. McAnulty will chase it behind the net, where Wood will be there to collect it. Back out. Zapolsky is out of the zone, cleared out by Indiana, chased down. Miller's the only one in the zone right now. Back out for Bear. Bryce Bear will take it across center, dumps it in on net, saved by O'Connor, held on to, and face off coming up. 5:03 remaining, first period. 1-0 Indiana here. Tip in by Eisenhower in the first couple minutes of this contest. Check those scores once again momentarily as we have a face-off to the right of O'Connor. Olton Beckhoff steps in. Indiana will take it, dump it down the ice. Here comes Eisenhower chasing down Miller. All over him. Apologize about the camera there. Back around for Agnello, but he's going to drop back as Bear gets the puck. Want to get it back in case they get that rush. BurghHockeyLive is there, but it's going to be picked up by Castro. Michael Castro gets it up for Williams. Williams waits along the boards, battles around. Olton Beckhoff rubbed off by Agnello, and offside? Offside is the call here. 4:33 remaining in the first period. We'll have a face-off directly in front of us. Mackenzie McGuire will drop the puck. Hempfield still leads Plum. Looks like going into the third period, late in the third period. They've got about 10 left in that contest. EF leading Avonworth 1-0. You have it, Matt Popchak and Glenn Himes there at Burrell Ice Complex. Carrick trailing Burrell 3-1. That's a big one right there. Pay attention to that one. They were without Tyler Stewart and eligible for the postseason, the Burrell Bucks, and they're still leading 3-1 in this one. Indiana leading Bishop McCort here. McAnulty behind the net, battles off, around. Here comes Wilson the other way. Corbin Wilson's gonna battle on. He's gonna beat Miller to the puck. Wilson brings it in, shot on, bounces off. Picked up by Bishop McCort, but it's gonna be picked up. Here's Indiana coming across. Corbin Wilson battling on. Has a bunch of yellow around him, but unable to get through it. Goes back to center for Leidick. Owen Leidick, the captain, will pass it up for Nettleton. Goes through his legs, and he's looking for a line change anyway. So we'll go back to Leidick. I'll think about it for a second, waits for the play to develop. Leidick will carry it in, gets around one defender, around two defenders, around three defenders, shoots on, saved by Bradley. 3:28 remaining, first period, 1-0 Indiana. Hempfield and Plum tied at 3 up at Pittsburgh Ice. Back down for Leidick. Top of the circle, tossed on, bounces up a couple skates. Williams redirects it back into the corner where it's picked up and cleared out by McCort. Tanner Agnello will dump it to Zapolsky in front of his own net. Zapolsky out, battle off. Bear can't get to it, so it'll go back into the zone where Zapolsky will collect it between the circles, passes it off for Cameron Bunn. He's gonna battle around where it's gonna be picked up by Williams. Williams passes it in. Eisenhower, the goal scorer, in this one. Can't get around the defense, so Zapolsky will carry it into his own back into the zone. Back behind the net, Zapolsky and Wood battle behind. Around for Tanner Agnello, battles off with Bolton Beckhoff. Battles hard, and they're going to call a penalty here, a hooking call coming up. And it's going to be against the Indiana Indians. And it's going to be Eisenhower. He's questioning it. Eisenhower goes to the box. 2:46 remaining, first period. Power play coming up for the Bishop McCort Crushers. 1-0 Indiana here. Addis Olton Beckhoff will step in. He has Cameron Bunn, Bryce Bears, Nikita Zapolsky, and William Miller out there with him. Indiana win it back, but it's going to go to Zapolsky. Zapolsky back at the point. Back down for Olton Beckhoff. They'll play catch. He'll go into the near corner, picked up by Indiana, but can't hold on to it. It's going to bounce off the referee's skate. Back out for Bear. It's going to go to the point. Miller for Zapolsky. They'll reset. Back down for Olton Beckhoff in the corner. Passes it around. Looks for Bunn. It's going to go past him and go to Bear. Bear in the corner. Going up. Miller at the point. Left point, Miller. Waits for it. Loses the puck temporarily. Knocked out by Indiana. And they're going to clear it out of the zone. Bear is going to pass it over for Zapolsky. They'll reset. Loses it in his feet. Waits for it. Dumps it across for Olton Beckhoff. And cleared out of the zone nicely by Indiana. Zapolsky. Waits across center. Passes it in for Bear. Nice onside. Kept his feet off when it came in. Shot by Seamus. Nice save. Cleared in front. Cleared to save and scores! Olton Beckhoff gets an additional shot at that one. Nothing O'Connor could do about that. And it's 1-1. Power play goal for Addis Olton Beckhoff. Olton Beckhoff just picking up the trash in front and depositing it home. 1:50 remaining in the first. We have a 1-1 game here. Nothing O'Connor could do. He made the first save, a little bit out of position on the rebound, but it came around. He tried to recover, and it just came to Olton Beckhoff, who came back to the opposite post and just tapped that one home. Face-off won by Indiana. Eisenhower loses the puck in his feet. Zapolsky knocks him down. They'll battle along the boards in front of the boxes. Cleared back to the point where Castro will take it. Michael Castro gets it back across. McAnulty tries to bounce it off the boards to himself. It's going to be picked up by Berkebile. McAnulty can't get to it, so Ethan Agnello will take it back for McAnulty. Nice little play to get out of the zone. McAnulty will take it, dump it around, gets around Miller. Nice play there. Looks for the player in front. Looks for another tip. Nobody home. Ethan Agnello can't get to it. Bishop McCort. Bear will come the other way. Passes it across. Zapolsky. I'm sorry, this is Olton Beckhoff's shot. Saved by O'Connor. Back down. Here comes Indiana the other way. Shot on and through. Throw to front. Tip to home, but here comes Bishop McCort the other way. Bear carries it out of the zone. Bryce Bear. Shot on. Wide of the net. Bounces off the boards. Wood battles up for Zapolsky. Kicks back into the corner. Leidick will battle with Zapolsky. Back around and cleared up. It's going to be Indiana coming the other way. Williams into the zone. Back around. Hit by William Miller, and it's going to be held on to. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to be Miller going off for a trip with 32.3 seconds left. Indiana goes back on the power play. Remember, Indiana had a 5-on-3 early in this contest. Weren't able to capitalize on it. Winner of this game plays the winner of Kiski and Norwin, played tomorrow at Center Ice Arena. Face-off won by Indiana, back to Williams. Williams looking for Tanner Agnello, throws it across instead for Eisenhower on to the left side of the net. Throws it on net, put under the blocker of Bradley, who holds on to it. Face-off coming up to the left, 1:51 remaining in the penalty, 22.6 seconds in the period. Face-off coming up. Nettleton will step in with Olton Beckhoff. Third back on net almost by Wilson. Nobody saw that one coming. Wilson over along the half wall. Waits for it, looks for Williams at the point. Williams waits, shot, goes through everybody, bounces off of Bradley, and then back for Nettleton on the half. 7 seconds remaining in the period. Out for Agnello. Nettleton waits for it, looks for the pass in front. Going to throw it behind the net. It's going to expire the period, and we'll have ourselves a break here momentarily. 1:28 remaining in the penalty. We'll head to the second period. Your score tied at 1 between the Indiana Indians and the Bishop McCort Crushers. Look at the out-of-town scoreboard while we're in the middle of this intermission. Thank you for joining us on Burgh Hockey Live. My name is Brian Mitchell. You're watching here from Kirk Nevin Arena as Bishop McCort and Indiana are tied at 1. Let's update you on what's going on outside of this rink and outside of Greensburg. First game of the night, the Barrel Ice Complex. Mars defeated Montour 6-5 in overtime on a Mac Reamer goal 22 seconds in. Morgantown fell to Neshannock. Alan Saunders says 10-1. The internet says 9-1. I'm going to go with that for now. Alan Saunders was there, so I'll say 10-1. He'll yell at me if I don't. Baldwin on a Dylan Belak goal. Outlast Meadville 1-0 at Ice Castle Arena. We watched on this game earlier. It was Greater Latrobe and Armstrong. Greater Latrobe advancing, defeating Armstrong 6-2. Ringgold defeating Wilmington 11-2 at Rostraver Hockeyville. Ed Thompson on the coverage there for us. It's a big one up at Pittsburgh Ice for that first game that we had here today as Hempfield and Plummer tied at 3. Logan Schlegel scored late in the period, so it looks like they went to overtime. I'm going to check in with what's going on here. Todd Hunter Prods tells me that we're tied at 3. We're going to overtime in that contest. Elizabeth Forward and Avonworth 1-1 at the Barrel Ice Complex. Burrow leading Rick Carrick 3-2, and this one's 1-1 tied. Face-off coming up for the second period here at Kirk Nevin Arena. Buckholz will drop the puck. Holton Beckhoff and Nettleton step in. Nettleton wins the face-off back for Agnello. Crosses it across for Wood. Passes it out, but it's going to be picked up by McCourt. In comes Holton Beckhoff, separated nicely by the Indiana Indians. And out comes Indiana on the play. Cross for Eisenhower. They're still on the power play. Offsides is the call here. Eisenhower had his foot about a foot inside the line as the puck crossed. 16:42 remaining, second period. I'm getting a lot of notes here coming up. McGuire will drop the puck between Nettleton and, so I'm getting names together, Bryce Bear. Back for Agnello. Agnello wins the face-off, and it'll be Williams. Williams for Wilson, bounces off of Bear and out of the zone. Carried in by Wilson. Corbin Wilson into the zone. They'll battle behind. Corbin Wilson waits for it, waits for it, waits for it, thinks about it. Shot, goes through and held onto by Cole Bradley. 16:13 remaining, second period. 42 seconds remaining in the power play. Everybody looking for the right to head to the island for the semifinals next week. Single A will be held on Tuesday. The winner of these two will match off at 7 p.m. against the winner of the other matchup tomorrow between Kiski and Norwin on Tuesday. Battle off, and here comes Indiana coming the other way. Picked up nicely, and here comes Ben Nettleton. Nettleton into the zone, waits for it, goes behind, has Eisenhower, Williams, and Wilson in front. Agnello passes it across. Nettleton goes for the change, so they're short a player on the ice right now. Eisenhower across. Agnello has a hard time staying on his skates. Ethan Agnello. They'll come across to him at the top of the circles. He loses the puck, cleared back in. Opportunity here for Tanner Agnello to hold it in. Battled off by Zapolsky, blocked and kept in nicely by Wilson. Uses every inch that he has available to him. Thrown on across. Oh, Agnello was there, but looking the other way. Tanner Agnello back for Corbin Wilson, but he's going to let it go for Eisenhower. Eisenhower can't get it past Bunn. Going to be on him. Shot on by Eisenhower just wide. Ethan Agnello, half wall. Penalties expired. Back down, and they got even strength. Tanner Agnello throws it back in, kept in. Tanner Agnello again throws it through, looking for a tip, and we have a penalty coming up. It's a cross check. and it's going to be against Indiana. We're getting Ethan Agnello for a cross-check on the boards. 15:04 remaining in the second period. Merlino will drop the puck directly to our right. 1-1 into the first. Avonworth and Elizabeth forward. Glenn Himes and Matt Popchalk up in Cranberry, Warrendale area for that one. Zapolsky will get that face-off win. Tries to get it to Bear. It's going to go clear down the ice. And icing is the call on the power play as they tried to set it up and couldn't. It's going to come all the way back down where they'll drop the puck left of Cole Bradley. Clark will step in. Wins the face-off back to Bishop McCort, however. Zapolsky will take it out of the zone. Here comes Olton Beckhoff. Olton Beckhoff will carry it in, waits for it, thinks about it, passes it up. Zapolsky shot, bounces around. It goes all the way through this little, almost like a rafters thing here at Kirk Nevin Arena where they set the refrigeration unit, and it goes through that, through the gate and into the netting where it falls out of play. They'll get the puck from a fan on the outside and recollect and play here. Face off to the right. Beckhoff will step in with Tanner Agnello. It's easier to tell these numbers as the game progresses. Beckhoff on the half wall. Cross wide open was Berkebile. Could have taken an earlier shot, had a wide open net, waited for it. O'Connor recovered, made the save. Out to the point, Zapolsky waits for it, over to Olton Beckhoff, to Zapolsky. Shot, back down along the boards. Back out, bounces off of something. I don't think it went off the roof. Looked like it might have, but it's gonna go back and it's gonna be picked up by Zapolsky. He's gonna carry it out of his zone. Nikita Zapolsky carries it up, William Miller. Miller into the zone, waits for it, thinks about it, throws it behind the net, around for Olton Beckhoff. Addis Olton Beckhoff for Zapolsky. Nikita Zapolsky. Addis Olton Beckhoff one more time. They'll play catch, throws it across. Blocked nicely by Agnello. Back to Zapolsky. Olton Beckhoff. Back for Zapolsky. Shot on through everybody. Save made high and wide on the rebound over O'Connor. Back down and out of the zone. Zapolsky will chase it back in. They'll carry it out of the zone with 28 seconds remaining in the penalty. Miller into the zone, head of steam, waits for it, throws it behind. Whereas Zapolsky will collect it on along in front of his bench, thrown on, blocked in front by Indiana. Indiana will come the other way. Eisenhower carries it out. Eisenhower throws it on and held on to by Bishop McCourt's Cole Bradley. And a face-off coming up inside the Bishop McCourt zone with 8 seconds remaining in the power play and 13:11 remaining in the second period. Face-off coming up to the right of Cole Bradley. Enfield and Plum in overtime up at Pittsburgh Ice, waiting for Todd Hunter to give me an update on that one. Nettleton will battle it off into the corner. Fights William Miller in the corner for the puck. And he absolutely takes out Brady Vanny. Nettleton throws it across, looking for the tip, nobody home. Nettleton can't get it, Agnello couldn't get a stick on that. Williams in the slot, waiting for it. Tanner Agnello down low, they'll go down. Nettleton will pass it out, it'll go up to Williams. Williams out to the point. Castro, shot through, just wide of the net, he goes behind. Williams will just throw it around. Wood battles along the boards. And thrown out of the zone, and Indiana will just dump it back in on Cole Bradley. They get onside just in time for that to be waved off. Back down. Bunn has a hard time with Ethan Agnello. Ethan Agnello throws his body into him. Wood just lets it go past him, and here comes Bishop McCourt the other way, but nice stick check by Wood to get the puck back. Tanner Agnello looking for Ethan. Back around, and it's going to be picked up by Zach Wood, who just dumps it in past, and Bunn will collect it. Gets it over to Miller. Miller passes it up. It goes past Riblet and out to the point where Castro will dump it up for Williams. Williams into the zone. Williams shot. Sticked off by Bradley shows around, just bounces into the net. And they throw everything and the kitchen sink at Bradley, his own team even, and he'll hold on to it with 11:49 remaining in the second period. There were bodies everywhere on that play. I was worried about it bouncing off of his own defender coming in to help him out. .11:49 remaining second period. Olton Beckhoff will step in with Tanner Agnello. McAnulty at the point. Wilson there too. Clark wins the faceoff forward and is held on to by Bradley for another faceoff. 11:47 remaining second period here. Thank you for watching this evening our Burgh Hockey Live coverage from Kirk Nevin Arena. Down and around, Zapolsky battles in, it goes into the corner. Out, Bear can't hold on to it, but it's gonna go out of the zone nicely, and here comes Bishop McCort the other way. Big play on BurghHockeyLive by Agnello, Tanner Agnello. Trying to make sure it goes back on net. O'Connor will hold on to it. Snow job by Olton Beckhoff. They took a little issue to that, and they'll take a face off to the right of O'Connor. Olton Beckhoff steps in. Back behind, can't get it around. Picked up, Indiana will get it out of the zone. Wilson will try to get it across to Clark, who loses it. Olton Beckhoff comes the other way. That is Olton Beckhoff, leading scorer in single A, passes it across for BurghHockeyLive, can't get to it. Just gets it up to the point. William Miller can't get to it, but here we go. Agnello comes the other way. Tanner Agnello into the zone. Miller hits him from behind. No call on the play. He gets back up, looks for the backhand, throws it off of Miller's leg. Wood, shot, chipper shot on net. It's going to bounce back out. It's going to be picked up by Bear, who gets it up to Olton Beckhoff. Big hit along the boards by Wilson on Bear. He's going to battle off Wood. He's going to let it go. Olton Beckhoff will collect it. They're playing a physical brand of hockey out here. Wood. He's going to pounce it out. Big hit, but let go. And here comes 2-on-1. He went for the hit and lets it go. Shot. Eisenhower goes over. By Zapolsky, and a penalty coming up on Zapolsky for a trip. Wow. What a sequence of events. Miller goes for the hit. Ends up costing him a 2-on-1. Zapolsky takes a penalty for interference for a trip as they came into the zone on a 2-on-1. Indiana heads to the power play here with 10:31 remaining in the second period. Netherlands will go out with McAnulty. Rayco will wait, talk to Nettleton. They're going to go to the opposite wall. They're going to draw back Wilson. Wilson will shoot on Bradley. Going to bounce around. Opportunity there arose, but then couldn't get it on net. Rayco passes it up. For McAnulty, it goes out of the zone. Across for Williams. Wilson couldn't get it in. Nettleton brings it in. Shot on, just wide of the net. Danny Williams. Backing around, Eisenhower. Passes it around for Williams. Williams for Nettleton, shot. Save made, rebound, bounces around. McCort will take it and clear it out of the zone, and here comes BurghHockeyLive. Comes into the zone, turned over. Nice play there by Indiana to try to separate it, but they couldn't keep control of it. They'll have to play around with McNulty grabbing it. Eisenhower will dump it in. It's going to be picked up by Rayco. Eisenhower will take it, passes it across, finds Ethan Agnello off the bench. Ethan throws it across, shot by Eisenhower, saved by Bradley. Agnello looking around, waits for it, comes to the top of the circle, separated from the puck by BurghHockeyLive. Agnello gets it back, throws it across for Rayco. Waits for it, tosses it on net. It's going to go around and behind. Agnello, the far wall. Close wall, down around. Eisenhower waits for it. It goes through a stick. A stick comes loose. Olton Beckhoff, and he'll hold on to it. Bradley will hold on to it for the faceoff. 47 seconds remaining in the power play here. 9:18 in the second period. .9:18 remaining second period. 47 seconds remaining in the second period. Ethan Agnello will step in with Cameron Bunn. Face off one by Indiana. They'll maintain possession here. Come up along the boards. Be Wilson. Corbin Wilson gets it over to Tanner Agnello. Throws it on. Looking in front. Can't get it around. They picked up. Backhand shot just wide of the net. Corbin Wilson's going to get it out. It's going to be back to Corbin Wilson. I apologize. I didn't see who was in front. Shot by Ethan Agnello. Falling save. Shot. Couldn't get it on. Ethan Agnello throws it around. Shot by Sherry. Can't get to it. Out to the point. Shot on. Bounces around behind the net. Sherry can't get to it. It's going to go to Tanner Agnello at the point. 7 seconds remaining in the power play. Throws it across for Danny Williams. Down behind the net around. Wilson just going to chase it down. We got 2 sticks in the near corner. Throw it to front. Blocked in 10 into the glove of Cole Bradley and held on to. 8:28 remaining in the second period. 2 Crushers were without a stick on that play as they lost him in transition there. And they'll have a face-off to the right of the Bishop McCort net. Face-off coming up. 8:28 remaining second period. 1-1 is your score still. Playing a tight game between the two of them. The two have been pretty evenly matched. The Indians being able to contain the 2 Russian imports, and Miller and Bunn from the Bishop McCort Crushers. Very well, actually. Back around, and we'll go. Bishop McCort's going to be a hit there. Back out Indiana. Going to clear out Wilson. Corbin Wilson's going to carry it in nicely between the defense. Gets around, shot on. Wide of the net. Back behind. Looks for Orlando Clark. Blocked. It's going to be Wilson once again. Passes it up the boards. Bunn's going to knock it out of the zone. Owen Leidick's going to be able to hold on to it. Wilson needs to get, wait. They're onside finally. But it's going to be picked up by Bishop McCort. William Miller gets it up. Finds Riblet coming out of the zone. Riblet in, waits for it on the backhand. Shot, save, blocked, I'm sorry. Getting a little bit tired here. Zapolsky, top of this, at the blue line. Out for it, picked up by Eisenhower. Backhands it, blocked. Wood has a hard time with it. Here comes the Crushers. Alton Beckhoff, shot up into the netting. And falls out of play with 7:26 remaining in the second period. Let's see what we got going on outside of the rink here. Final in overtime. Hempfield defeats Plum. Will play the Greater Latrobe Wildcats next week in the 7 o'clock game on Wednesday. Elizabethport and Avonworth tied at 1. Burrell still leading Carrick 4-2. And Bishop McCort and Indiana here 1-1 is your score. The late games. Out for Eisenhower. Eisenhower brings it in. Shot off Miller. Rebound. Oh, couldn't redirect it in. Nicely thrown off by Eisenhower. Castro shot just wide. Bounces around. Nobody home. Luck being on Bradley's side. Another save by Bradley. Bounces around. Held on to. Miller comes in. Takes objection to Castro. Sorry, to Nettleton crashing the net. And with 6:57 remaining, we'll have a face-off to the right. Cole Bradley lost his bucket in the net. He's the only goaltender on the Bishop McCort roster tonight. So he's very valuable at this point, not only playing the entire season for them every minute, but he's the only one here tonight, so he's got to play every minute. (1-1), 6:57 remaining. Very short bench for McCort tonight compared to what Indiana brought to the table. Agnello will step in with Alton Beckhoff. Face-off one back by Bishop McCort. They'll clear it down the ice looking for Alton Beckhoff. Blocked down by Agnello, and hand pass is called. It was in the neutral zone. Now the face-off directly to the left. waiting for it. Hempfield defeats Plum 4-2. Dunlap scores the game winner in overtime for the Spartans. They'll head on to face Greater Latrobe next week at 7 p.m., as I mentioned earlier. Thrown around by Bear, looking for Bunn in front, but it's going to be picked up. Agnello going the other way. Ethan Agnello passes it around. It's going to get around a couple defenders, but Williams able to get it out of the zone. William Miller, shot on by Bunn, blocked nicely, and out for Agnello. Tanner Agnello trying to pass it out. Finds Zach Brody. Brody brings it in, blocked, and Elton Beckhoff will turn and burn the other way. Nice tip in by Ethan Agnello, who's playing a solid game here tonight. Back out for Elton Beckhoff, but Tanner Agnello will take it, gets it to Zach Brody. Brody looking for Ethan Agnello in the neutral zone, clears it into the zone. They'll collect it behind the net. Here comes the Crushers. Sapolsky into the zone. Corbin Wilson will force him to the outside. He just dumps a puck deep. Picked up by Agnello along the boards, and here comes Corbin Wilson. Hard time there. Castro has a hard time with that. Zach Wood will chase it back behind the net. Wood waits for it, thinks about it. Has 5 black shirts in front of him. Well, 4, yeah, 5. Back out. I forgot to count the goaltender, then I remember to count the goaltender. And back behind. Miller will touch it after an icing call. 5:34 remaining in the second period. Face-off won by Bishop McCort. Good play by Burghbile to keep that one in. Battled off by Leidick. Along the boards, cleared out of the zone. And Miller will be chased down by Clark. Orlando Clark can't get to it first, so Miller will get it up and out to Venny. A bounce around. Where Casino will carry it into the zone. Casino behind. And around. Brody battles off. Miller in the zone. Back for Miller. For Venny. Throws it on net, held on to by O'Connor. 4:54 remaining in the second period. Unofficially, let's see what they have for the shots here. 13-7, 22-12 in favor of Indiana here for shots unofficially. Face off to the right of O'Connor. Holton Beckhoff steps in with Tanner Agnello. Leidick will take the face-off win for Indiana. Back for Eisenhower. Eisenhower, a little bit of pressure from Burghbile. It's going to go out of the zone. Miller will chase it down. He'll go behind the net and around for Zapolsky. Zapolsky let it go to Eisenhower, just chips it on net. Leaves it for Miller. Miller gives it out to Bear, who just dumps it into the zone. Zach Wood behind the net. Back around for Eisenhower. Eisenhower just dumps it down the ice, gets it past, but it goes too far for the defender, and it's going to be picked up by Bear. Bear and Agnello battle off along the boards. Clear it in wide of the net. Eisenhower clears it up, and it's going to be picked up and cleared out by Agnello back into the zone. Opportunity there. Eisenhower takes it, dumps it all the way up, finds Williams on the way, and Danny Williams' shot saved by Cole Bradley. 3:54 remaining, second period. 1-1 is your score here. Intermission, we're going to talk a little bit about the playoff picture. We're going to talk about the scores outside the zone. And we're going to talk about the comparative formula on the bottom half, as we discussed the top half in the first game, as it involved Latrobe heavily. We didn't know if they would make it up to AAA. I, of course, did a fake, basically a mock comparative formula shot on net on the face-off, saved by Bradley, to see where the teams will fall for next season. If they do fall, of course, you have the final standings, and you can do that, and playoffs do not count towards the formula. Face-off goes back. Sherry goes back and cleared in by Bishop McCort, all the way up for Castro. Castro for the battle for Nettleton. Clark dumps it into the zone. Cleared around. Back out. Pass McAnulty and cleared down the zone. Icing is the call. They're going to say it's icing. It could have been called, and let's see where they end up putting it. And they're going to take it all the way back down to the right of Bradley. Nettleton will step in with Riblet. Face-off won by Riblet. Matt Riblet gets it back to the point. It's going to be picked up by Indiana. Back around. Brody, hold on to it. Nice pass by Indiana for Nettleton. It's going to just go out of the zone, or McNulty will have to chase it back in. Nettleton will take it, dump it into the zone deep. Bradley comes out to play it, waits for it, waits to see if he gets separation on the puck. Nettleton will take it, throws it across the slot, sticked out of the way of Brody, and it's going to come back out. Here come the Crushers the other way. Crushers throw one on net. That was Venny. Back out of the zone and chased down by Bunn. Icing on the play. It is PIHL. There is no chase in the PIHL. So if it's an icing, it's an icing. And that was an icing, and all the way back down for Indiana's zone to the right of Seamus O'Connor. Elizabeth Ford leading Avonworth 2-1 in that contest. Burrow leading Carrick 4-3, and we're 1-1 here in the late games. Everybody else has gone to a final for the day. Pack around for Corbin Wilson. Wilson looks and bounces it off of a defender. It's going to be picked up, turn around, shot, scores! Alton Beckhoff with his second of the contest, and it is 2-1 Bishop McCort. Turnover off of the defender, and Alton Beckhoff was able to collect it, take it to the circle, and just fire it home for the goal. And it's 2-1 Bishop McCort. 2:36 remaining, second period. Cyrino going to drop the puck here at face-off. Alton Beckhoff will step in with Tanner Agnello. Ethan Agnello will chase it down, but Zapolsky will dump it out. Tanner Agnello looking for Danny Williams. Couldn't get the two-on-two opportunity there. And here comes a little bit back and forth. Ethan Agnello held up by Zapolsky. He got hit high, and he's down thinking. He got hit really high on that play. And it was 2-1 here. Power play coming up for Indiana. 2:21 remaining in the second period. They're going to check it out, check him out on the ice. They're waiting for the call on the ice to let him in. The elbowing is the call. They're going to throw him in the box. Let's see what they call here officially. Not entirely sure where he hit them, but he did get them really high up in the face. So, but that is nonetheless, they're going to call a 2-minute minor for an elbow. With 2:20 remaining in the second period, Indiana will head to the power play. Back down. Williams will get it behind the net. Wilson will take it. Corbin Wilson throws it across, looking for Nettleton. Sticked off by Miller. Back down, Agnello for Nettleton. Eisenhower behind the net. Back down. That for Nettleton, for Agnello, across for Williams. Shot on, now taps around. Nettleton battled off with Miller. Thrown around, shot on, score! Eisenhower in front! And it's 2-2 here on the power play goal by Eisenhower. All even on the power play. Both Alton Beckhoff and Eisenhower have scored twice here tonight, tie things up. Face-off coming up. Cyrino going to drop the puck between Agnello and Alton Beckhoff. Face-off one back. Zapolsky will take it in front of us, dump it down into the zone. Backing around, Castro. Up and around. Castro down for BurghHockey. BurghHockey throws it across, tipped around in front. Nobody home. It's going to be picked up, and here comes Corbin Wilson. He's on Miller. Miller and Wilson battle along the board. Zapolsky will end up with it. Wilson puts the body in the Zapolsky. Alton Beckhoff battles off. Tanner Agnello battles them in front, and it's going to go off the boards down into the zone where William Miller will collect it. 1:15 remaining in the second period. 2-2 is your score real fast. Out for Miller. I'm sorry, for BurghHockey. Can't hold onto it. McAnulty will dump it down. Zapolsky. Nikita Zapolsky over for Miller. Backhanded across. Castro dumps it into the zone. It's going to be chased down by Bear. Bryce Bear across. Castro battles it out. Shot by Alton Beckhoff looking for the hat trick. Back out to the zone. Zapolsky. A little bit of pressure on him by Corbin Wilson. Eisenhower. Battle in front of the blue line. Back out and cleared down the ice by Indiana. It's going to bounce all the way down on net. Hold on to by Bradley. Corbin Wilson coming down on him. 40.9 seconds remaining. And there's a slash coming up on Corbin Wilson after the play. With 40.9 seconds remaining. It was an unwarranted penalty at that point for the young man. They shouldn't have taken that. You had a golden opportunity. You don't take that type of a shot after the play, and a power play coming up for Bishop McCort. It's going to come out of the zone right in front of the Indiana bench. 40.9 seconds remaining in the second period. Tanner Agnello will step in with Alton Beckhoff. One by Alton Beckhoff. BurghHockey can't hold on to it, and it's tipped back into the zone. Miller will collect it with 33 seconds remaining in the period. Zapolsky will carry it out of the zone. Up for Alton Beckhoff, who carries it in. Stick out by McNulty, but they'll battle along behind the boards. They'll clear around. Zapolsky goes to the inside, outside, out for Miller. Miller back down. BurghHockey for Zapolsky, a nice little play there to get it past Miller with 8 seconds remaining. They'll have to chase it back into their own zone. Zapolsky will take it. Long shot, gloved by O'Connor, held on to, and that will be the end of the second period with the score. 2-2 Indiana and the Bishop McCort Crushers. We'll go to the ice cut and we'll talk a little bit more hockey here in the intermission. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Hockey Live. Thank you for joining me at Kirk Nevin Arena. All right, let's talk some hockey here at Kirk Nevin Arena as we're in the intermission between the Bishop McCort Crushers and the Indiana Little Indians. 2-2 is your score here from Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg. Of course, we had Mars and Montour opening up the contest today, our contest in the postseason at Barrel Ice Complex. Mars walking away on a Mac Reamer goal 22 seconds into overtime, and it is 6-5 victory for the Planets over the Spartans. Neshannock, arguably score is going to be a 9 or 10 to 1 over the Morgantown Mohawks at Hess tonight. Alan Saunders was up there. He'll have the recap for you on BurghHockey.com. Baldwin defeating Meadville 1-0 at Ice Castle. Close matchup there. Ed Major said that the shots were almost an 8-to-1 ratio for the Baldwin Highlanders. Greater Latrobe on Burgh Hockey Live defeating Armstrong 6-2. Armstrong jumping out all over Latrobe early, but Latrobe finishing up strong. Armstrong has a very bright future ahead of them. Then looking along, it was Ringgold over Wilmington 11-2. Wilmington held a 2-0 lead early in that contest, but Ringgold able to come back and demand a victory over the Greyhounds there. Hempfield defeating Plum 4-2 in overtime at the Pittsburgh Ice Arena. I believe, let me just jump in on that game. Let's look at some of the details of that one, because that is now going to be Latrobe and Hempfield for the second round matchup at the Island next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Nick Pushik opened the scores. Hunter Smiles tied it up. Tristan Lloyd took the lead for Hempfield. Trent Gray gave him a 3-1 lead heading into the first intermission. Logan Schlegel scored twice to tie things up, but Aiden Dunlop's even strength goal at 7:20 of the overtime period was the one that mattered for the Spartans as the Spartans move on to the Island next week. So we'll talk about that in a second. Elizabeth Forward leading Avonworth 2-1 at the cut at Barrel. Matt Popchalk and Glenn Himes there covering that contest for us. Mike Vasco opening the game on a power play goal at 6:34. Avonworth gets a goal from Josh Perry to tie things up, but Jake Provident gets the go-ahead goal at 10 minutes of the second period. I'm getting tired. 10 p.m. close. What is it? 10:19. I'm close there. Elizabeth Forward and Avonworth there. Burrell without Tyler Stewart. Stewart scoring 30 goals in 7 games in his return, however, ineligible for the postseason. Burrell holding on a 4-3 lead on Carrick going into the third period. Sopko gets a goal early. Mikey Farkle ties it up for Carrick. Luke Rose, Kaczmarek, and Luke Rose getting another one for Burrell to make it 4-2 after Nia Norkovicius scored. However, Mikey Farkle brought it within 1 goal, and that's where we head into the third. This game, of course, 2-2, as both Olton Bekov and Eisenhower have 2 goals apiece in this one. Right now, it's been an even matchup in my mind. I'm paying attention to this. They're playing very strong between each other. Eisenhower bookended Olton Bekov's 2 goals here. So we look at that. Then we look at the goaltenders. 15 to 17 for Seamus O'Connor in this contest. Cole Bradley stopping 23 of 25. I believe that will be updated as they finish up the period here. So that's what we look like. We're looking at right now. I'm really tired. AAA gets to play tomorrow. That will be, of course, all our Tuesday coverage. Everybody will be covered down at every walk of the games that we have remaining. We did a good job on the first round for you guys. We missed 1 qualifier game covering this year, but hey, if you get 1 out of that's 32, 33, 34 games out, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So I'll take those odds. Now I'm going to talk about something we talked earlier about. We're talking to the comparative formula. That's how the league decides who is in what class every season. I went through and did a mock in my hotel room while I was in Syracuse waiting for the Robert Morris women's game. It's not official and it can't be used for anything, but this is how it ended up working out. We talked about AAA, how it wasn't going to change at all because Greater Latrobe, the attendance cost Greater Latrobe a AAA seed this year. They upped the attendance, so you have to use the 2020 through 2022 attendance for this upcoming season. So the way it worked out, the 11 teams in AAA remain in AAA if you use the pure standings of the 11 teams this year. Greater Latrobe missed by 38 points this year. In AA, Thomas Jefferson and Indiana move in as Thomas Jefferson moves up almost halfway into the division. And then you look down, Indiana sneaks in by 1 point over North Hills. Shaler and Quaker Valley back out of AA into single A next year. Bishop McCort 4th in that division, so they'll remain in single A. Their attendance dropped by 20, which was almost just enough for them to stay in single A next year based off of this season. So but this is all unofficial, and you can't use this for anything, but I'm just saying it's what it ends up looking like for next year. If somebody doesn't voluntarily move up, whatever, those numbers can change based off of some updates. So, but that's what it looks like for next season. We're going to come back here at the end of the ice cut, and we're going to catch our final period, maybe more, of Bishop McCort and Indiana, and what has been a fantastic game so far. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Burgh Hockey Live. We will be back momentarily. Well, if you're joining us now, you are definitely joining us for a fantastic contest between two rivals, the Indiana Little Indians and the Bishop McCort Crushers. Boy, has this been a classic so far. 2 goals each by Eisenhower and Olton Bekov. And we are tied at 2 heading into the 3rd period. The Crushers will start the period with a minute 20 of power play time. The winner of this one gets to face the Norwin-Kiski winner at 7 p.m. next Tuesday at the Island Sports Center. That'll be played tomorrow, so you just pay attention to that. Scarino will drop the puck. Between Agnello and Olton Bekov, you'll hear those 2 names a lot here today. Zapolsky will take the face-off win into the zone and dump it in deep behind the net. Bunn will chase it down. Bunn looking for Olton Bekov. Olton Bekov will take it back around. With 2 already, Otis Olton Bekov skates around, gets it back to Cameron Bunn, back for Olton Bekov. Luck is, then bounces are going the Crushers' way out to Zapolsky. Back around for, shot on, score! Hat trick for Olton Bekov, and it's 3-2 in favor of the Crushers here. I didn't even get a chance to change the period marker. I'll do that now. 3-2, Bishop McCort, shot by Olton Bekov, just absolutely had eyes that went off the top post and in. The crossbar and in shot by Olton Bekov, and it is 3-2 Bishop McCort. They'll redo it here. Here comes Berkebile, battles off, and it'll be picked up by Leidick, passes it across and cleared in. Williams is gonna look for it. Danny Williams battles off into the corner. Danny Williams battle up, and here comes Berkebile, tipped off. Zapolsky will battle, and into the zone comes McCort. Cleared in, here comes Berkebile, back across. Bear can't get to it, it's gonna go back behind. Olton Bekov getting muscled off by Indiana. Agnello all over him. Back for Wood, Zach Wood. Waits for it, battles around. If you're joining us, it's 3-2. Bishop McCort gets a goal early by Addison Olton Bekov. Here comes Williams. Williams brings in Eisenhower, looking for the hat trick of his own. Big save by Bradley coming across. Back behind Olton Bekov, and we have the call coming up. High stick on the puck. Net was off its moorings. Big save by Cole Bradley to keep the lead in favor of Bishop McCort. Net came off its moorings in the dive across. Beautiful save by Bradley. They'll argue back and forth. And Nettleton will lose the face-off and cleared out of the zone by Miller. Just to the point, though. Kept in to be offside, but they'll have to get on here. Off still. Wilson needs to get on. He gets onside. They'll recollect. Big turnover for Clark, and Wilson coming in. Clark coming in. Just bounces around. Separation made by the Crushers. Back down Wilson. Wilson shot. Blocked. Crushers putting 4 players in front of the net. Coming around. Nettleton battles around. Clark will take it. Bounces it up. It's going to be taken by Casino. Back out of the zone. Castro will dump it across. Cleared into the zone, and 15 minutes remaining in the 3rd period. Cleared out, and McNulty will battle behind. Castro will take it in the far corner. Comes out, bounces it out for Ethan Agnello. Looking for Tanner, but it's going to go back across. And Riblet will just dump it back into the zone. Castro will take it. Once again, throws it up for Wilson. Corbin Wilson trying to get it out of the zone. Bunn was able to tap that one back into the zone. Offside is the call here. They're waiting for them to get back on. Berkebile couldn't get to it, so Wilson gets behind the defense, is able to get around the referee too. Bunn will just bounce it around. Hits it for Bear. Bear up to Wood. Just dumps it back in, where Bunn will take it. Cameron Bunn. Back down and around. Cleared in. Olton Bekov in through this thing. Bishop McCort wearing the, waiting for a penalty here. Back down for Zapolsky. Dumps it behind the net. Castro clears it up. And wait for it, and it goes out of the zone. Tanner Agnello in neutral zone. Battles it off with Ethan. Sherry will step in with Ethan. They'll go into the offensive zone. A lot going on here. Bounces on net, held on to by Bradley. I'll be honest, I lost my train of thought and what I was talking about. Happens all the time whenever I get on a tangent and start talking about things. And then action kicks me right back in. Brody steps into the zone. Backed off, Agnello into the net, into the face-off dot. Back down for Wood. Zach Wood will dump it behind for Brody. Zach Brody around for Leidick. Owen Leidick has a battle with that. Gonna bounce off and into the net. Sorry, into the bench. I keep doing that every once in a while. I'm a little tired here, guys. Back into the corner. We just try to have a good time here on a Monday night in Greensburg. Bishop McCort, of course, playing a home game. The availability at the War Memorial non-existent for the month of March, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning was, but apparently they just can't play at home. So they're playing a neutral site home game against the Indiana Little Indians. Leidick will take it for Wood. Wood will pass it into Eisenhower. Eisenhower just dumps it in. Miller can't get to it. Wood battles it off. Williams going to get back out of the point. Leidick will dump it up. It's going to bounce off of a stick, and they'll battle in the neutral zone, where we kept by Indiana. They'll bounce it out. Nice play by Casino. Cleared up to center. Oh, and a big hit in the neutral zone. No penalty on the play. Back down for Williams. Danny Williams carrying it out of the zone, and here comes Indiana the other way. Eisenhower's going to shoot it on. Save. And here goes Indiana out of the zone. Wood, we can take it, just going to try to throw it back in. Misses on the pass, throws it behind the net. Zapolsky will take it. Passes it out. Up and across for Brody, but it's going to be picked up by Olton Beckhoff and coming the other way. Addis Olton Beckhoff already has 3, looking for Bear. Big play by Wood to break that one up. Clears it out and past Bunn. Collected by Indiana, kicked up to him. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Gets it over to Brody. It's going to be picked up and saved. Save. What a save by Cole Bradley. Back around, Olton Beckhoff looking for number 4. Beckhoff throws it across, the dynamic sophomore. Back behind for Castro. Back up, Brody clears it out of the zone. It's going to go down the ice. Miller will collect it. Back around for Bunn, Cameron Bunn. Passes it up, looks for Bear. It's going to go all the way up to McAnulty. Back around for Brody. Winning, you're in. Losing, you're done here in the postseason in the PIHL. This is for all the marbles. 3-2, McCort leads on a hat trick by Addis Olton Beckhoff. Face-off coming up to the left of O'Connor, who's had a stellar game so far. They're waiting for it. They're going to talk about it. Saves on 19 shots for O'Connor here. Cleared down. Icing is the call here. Face-off will come all the way down to the zone. 11:09 remaining, third period. Let's look and see what we've got going on everywhere else. Carrick ties it up with Burrell at Ice Castle Arena. Burrell takes the lead back from Carrick. 5-4 at Ice Castle Arena. That game is just everywhere right now. Elizabeth Forward leading Avonworth 3-1. Bishop McCort, of course, leading Indiana here in the late games. Back out, Zapolsky will chase it down. Behind the net, Nikita Zapolsky waits for it, thinks about it, passes it up. And it's going to be a nice bounce there to Riblet. Riblet just can't get a stick on it. It goes into the corner. He's going to turn around and look to go the other way. McCort getting all the bounces here early. Eisenhower clears it out, and it's going to go out of play with 10:31 remaining. Casino couldn't get on that one. Face-off coming up at center ice. Mackenzie McGuire will drop it. McGuire waits for it. Drops the puck. Cleared back into the zone. McNulty will dump it across. Zapolsky. Oh, Agnello almost picked that one off. Ethan Agnello, big hit in the corner. No penalty on the play. Agnello clears it out. McNulty. Miller gets up slow on that one. Ethan Agnello can't get to the puck on a wall. It's going to go back for Tanner Agnello. Cat coming around. Tanner Agnello into the zone. Waits for it, gets down, skates around. Big hit by Miller. Penalty coming up on McCort here. A trip coming up. Tanner Agnello took the brunt of the hit for his brother playing a hit. He'll get up and skate to the bench. The trainer's already out with him. They're calling a trip here. The trip's going to be on Addis Olton-Beckhoff. Miller coming for a big hit on the outside. People don't appreciate that one out in the crowd. 2-minute minor coming up. 2 Bolton-Beckhoff for the trip. Indiana heading to the power play with 10:01 remaining in the third period, down by 1. Face off 1 by McCort. Miller still taking his aggressions out. McAnulty will dump it in. Cross. Williams will take it. Danny Williams. Wait for the shot. Nettleton. Zapolsky shot. Save made by Bradley. Zapolsky's down on the ice still. He's not gotten up yet. There he goes. Zapolsky getting up slow and heading off to the bench. Off to the bench. The 2 big guns out of play right now. Olton-Beckhoff in the box and Zapolsky on the bench getting checked by the trainer. Third back, kept in, and here comes Bishop McCort the other way. They brought in nicely by BurghHockeyLive. Can't hold on to it. Bunn will chase on it. Tanner Agnello will take it behind the net. Agnello passes it up, looks for Nettleton. Then Nettleton will carry it across the red line, across the blue line, passes around Miller. Nettleton waits, comes around, waits, looks for Williams, finds Williams along the half wall, up to the point. Across back for Williams. Williams down for Nettleton. Waits for it, thinks about it, has Eisenhower battling in front. Up for Williams. Williams goes across. Back down for Williams. Williams shot, bounces it off Eisenhower. Wilson couldn't get the rebound. Shot, save made, rebound. 3 saves by Bradley and a big hit by Bear in front on Eisenhower. Eisenhower's down. And this is starting to get a little bit out of hand here at Kirk Nevin Arena. Our extra shots being had. Williams is talking to Scarino. No penalties are going to be called on this one. 1 minute remaining in the power play. Faceoff's coming outside the zone. They're saying the defenders dropped. So they'll reset here. 9 minutes remaining. Face-off in front of the Bishop McCort net or bench. Eisenhower will chase it in. Forward Williams. Williams sets it up, throws it across. Finds Agnello. Tanner Agnello throws it on. Blocked in front. Shot. Score! Let's see who scored that. I'm looking for the number. Clark. Orlando Clark gets the goal, and it's 3-3 in the third period with 8:49 remaining in what is regulation. Alec. What a contest we've had so far at the Island. No, not the Island. It'll be at the Island next week. I'm used to saying Island. I'm not a smart man. 33. Clark with the dig goal, and it's 3-3 with 8:49 remaining in the third period. Wow, here we go. Olton Beckoff and Agnello once again face off, won by Olton Beckoff. Ethan Agnello will battle in. It'll go into the zone. They'll battle off. Coming out of the zone, Olton Beckoff looking like a one-man wrecking crew into the zone. Addis Olton Beckoff comes in, battles off. Battled off. They'll go behind the net. Picked up by Agnello. Tanner Agnello will carry it across blue, across red. Gonna battle with Berkebile, gets it across the blue. It's gonna come in. They'll battle off with Wood. Wood can't get to it. It's gonna be coming up on Olton Beckoff. They got on Leidick. Big separation there. Olton Beckoff's gonna be able to get back to it though in the near corner. Behind the net. They got two players on Olton Beckoff. He shrugs them both off. Tries to get it out to Sapolsky, who's back out there. Brody can't get the puck. Brody will get the puck this time. Up and across. Zach Brody battle off. Here comes Bear. Bear blocked by Leidick. Behind him. Leidick didn't know where it was. Goes into the near corner. Cleared down. Miller touches it, so it's not going to be an icing call. Goes clear down the ice. 7:45 remaining, third period. 3-3 is your score here at Kirk Nevin Arena. It is the single A quarterfinal. Bishop McCort and Indiana. Back out. Here we go. Down to the outside zone. It'll be Wilson. Can't get to it. It's going to be picked up by McCort, and it's going to be picked up by Indiana going the other way. I can't remember some of these numbers. I'm having a hard time with it. It's a tough one for me. I know that's Venny Casinos out there and Miller. There you be. Zapolsky's going to get it up, and he's going to get it out for Riblet. Riblet's going to battle off. It's going to be Castro. Castro waits for it, dumps it up. Can't get it up to Nettleton. It's going to be turned over. And it's going to be Eisenhower throws it on net. Nobody home. Shot on by Nettleton. It's going to bounce through the crease. Nobody on the other side. Over into the near wall. Up for Williams. McNulty shot. Tip. Up. Out. Into the netting and out of play. 6:55 remaining third right period. AKA regulation. It is the playoffs. Golden goal rules apply whenever we get past the first 51. Face-off will come up outside of the zone. Merlina will drop the puck. Ethan Agnello will step in with Addis Olton Beckoff. Olton Beckoff with 3 goals on the day so far. Face-off won by Olton Beckoff. Bunn will pass it over to Miller. Miller can't handle it. He's going to try to get into the zone. He's going to throw it on O'Connor, who holds on to it. And we'll have a whistle. Face-off coming into the left of Seamus O'Connor. 6:45 remaining in the third period. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Burgh Hockey Live. Thank you for joining me this evening as we bring you PIHL Playoff Penguins Cup Hockey as the quarterfinals continue. Winner gets to play the winner of Norwin and Kiski at 7 p.m. next Monday at RMU Island Sports Center in the Colonials rink. Face-off coming up, won by Bishop McCort. Shot on by Bear, can't hold on to it. Gets out to Bunn. Bunn, top of the circle shot, looks for the tip by Olton Beckoff, can't get it. Ethan Agnello carries it out of the zone. Agnello, head of steam, gets it around Miller, who just throws it up behind the net. Agnello gets his own rebound. Back around, tosses a backhand shot. Bear battles him along on the backhand, gets it out to the point. Shot by Castro, shot blocked by Bunn. It's going to be picked up. Wilson, Corbin Wilson, waits for it, thinks about it, throws it, a shot on net that goes wide. They picked up by Miller. William Miller will just dump it deep. And it'll be an icing call on Bishop McCort. Face-off coming up all the way back down inside the Bishop McCort zone. Let's see what we've got going on everywhere else. We have the finals I've already gone over several times, so we're not going to waste your time with those. Let's see what we got for the live games that we've got going on everywhere else when we get the update here. Elizabeth Forward leading Avonworth 3-1. Carrick leading Burrell 6-5. That one's changed every time, and we're 3-3 here in the late games. Nettleton will dump it back. Williams Miller, no penalty on that play. He takes down, I'm not sure how that played out. I believe that was Eisenhower, but it goes down past McGuire and in behind the net, and it'll be an icing call. 5:48 remaining in the third period. Miller smacks his stick up against the ice, up against the glass. In disgust right now. He's not having a good day so far. These two teams are getting under each other's skins. 5:48 remaining, third period. Face-off won by Indiana. Nettleton will take it into the near corner. Nettleton throws it in front, gloved by Bradley on clearing the centering attempt. And we'll have ourselves a face-off once again to the left of Cole Bradley. Nettleton steps in with Casino. Back down, Riblett will take it. Riblett carries it out, backhands it across, and goes up for Vey. It's out to the point. And Zapolsky will dump it back into the zone. Vaney couldn't do anything with that one, so he just tried to dump it back in. It will be Miller behind the net. Miller passes it back to Zapolsky. Nikita Zapolsky tries to get it up. Finds Riblett. Passes it off. Get picked up. Clark tries to break up the play. Indiana looking for it. It's Bishop McCort dumping it back into the zone. Leidick, the captain, will take it behind the net. Owen Leidick. Pass it around, shot in front, save made, nobody home. Vaney couldn't take it. It's going to be passed forward. Danny Williams gets knocked down. William Miller's going to take a penalty here. Going to get it for interference. And it's 4:43 remaining. Indiana heads back to the power play. Frustration on both sides of the puck. With just under 5 minutes remaining in this contest, Indiana heads to a power play. Score tied 3-3. In regulation of this contest, I got to stop saying that. I got to learn things as I continue to move along through my rookie season. Back down, Elton Beckhoff has Nettleton. It's going to be passed around. Eisenhower can't get to it. It's going to be picked up nicely by Berkebile, who just takes it out of the zone, gets it up to Elton Beckhoff. Broken up nicely. It's going to be Eisenhower in front of his own bench. Eisenhower across for Wilson, tips it around. Going to get around. He's going to make it into the corner around the linesman. Waits, breaks off the defender. Can't get over to Nettleton. Nettleton in the far corner. Nettleton skates around, has two yellow jerseys on him. Eisenhower had Bear on him in front. Williams up at the point. He'll use that outlet. Williams passes it across, finds Agnello. Tanner Agnello back down for Nettleton. Can't do anything with it. And Bradley falls by accident, knocks the net off. Not sure what happened there. They're going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it. The Indiana bench is calling for something, and they're saying it was just an accidental fall over by Bradley. So they'll have a face-off to the right of Cole Bradley. Face-off won by McCort. Zapolsky will take it and dump it all the way down the ice. O'Connor behind the net. He's going to stay in the net because Olton Beckhoff's there. Olton Beckhoff chases it down into the near corner. Going to bring it across, looking for the clearing pass. Wilson almost put that on his own net. Was able to clear it the last second. Cleared up, and Nettleton, they're going to battle along the boards. No calls there. Zapolsky up and around. High stick right now by Indiana. They're going to let him touch it and it's going to be all the way back down on a high stick. Face-off coming up all the way to the left of the Indiana net. .54 seconds remaining in the power play. For Indiana, they'll take the face-off in their own defensive zone here. Olton Beckhoff will step in with Agnello. One back to Bishop McCort, being picked up by Eisenhower, who has a lane here on the outside of Bear. Eisenhower brings it in, waits at the top of the circle, side of the circle. Has Williams and then Ethan Agnello. Use Agnello at the point. Agnello across, waits for it, looks across, looking for the crossing pass. Nobody home. Clark down low. Eisenhower causing a lot of problems in front. Gloved by Bradley. 3:14 remaining in the period. 32 seconds remaining in the power play. Face-off coming up to the right of Cole Bradley. We've got an Insta Classic here going on at the Island. I keep saying at the Island. It's actually at Nevin here in Greensburg. It could be an island whenever it floods in the floodplain here every once in a while. Alton Beckhoff back for Agnello. And that's not anything bad about them. It's just in a floodplain here at Nevin. Back down and goes down for O'Connor. Williams behind it at Danny Williams. Waits for it, thinks about it, has Clark coming around. He goes all the way over for Ethan Agnello. Ethan Agnello carries it out into the zone, has Eisenhower with him. Turned over, Alton Beckhoff paddles a nice keep in by Indiana. It's a good keep, it's on. Eisenhower waits, shot across, nobody home. Breaks up, it's gonna be battled along. Ethan Agnello back down. Eisenhower gets down and cleared, and big hit by Ethan Agnello back down and around. Clark is going to try to get there. Miller's going to get there first, kept in by McAnulty. Tries to get it up for Clark. It's going to pass back out to McAnulty. Back for Clark on the half wall. Clark across. Nice little tip there by Berkebile. Shot on by Tanner Agnello. Goes lost, and Alton Beckhoff will take it and take it the other way. 2:17 remaining in regulation here. Alton Beckhoff shot high, wide. O'Connor can't control it. Tanner Agnello behind the net. Battles off. Alton Beckhoff going to battle around. Tanner Agnello tries to clear it around and held on to and cleared up and out of the zone as Brody will carry it up. They'll look at it and clear it down. Castro for McAnulty. McAnulty out of the zone. William Miller holds on to it. Gets it around. Looks for Riblet. It's going to be kept in nicely. Wilson for Nettleton. Nettleton behind the net. Back for Wilson. Thinks about it, waits, passes it back. Nettleton, back to Wilson, Corbin Wilson. Waits for it, thinks about it, back around. Ben Nettleton, nice play to get it around. Nettleton battles, Corbin Wilson. Where's Zach Wood? Wood, backhand. Doesn't get too much on it, it's gonna be picked up and cleared out by Bishop McCort for an icing call. 1:12 remaining. Regulation, I won't say third period here. Indiana gets an offensive zone draw to the left of Cole Bradley. Indiana with the momentum late in the period. It was a little bit more McCort towards the middle. Back to Indiana. Winner gets to face Norwin Kiski winner next week at 7 p.m. at the Island Sports Center. Once again, I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Burgh Hockey Live. Thank you for joining me this evening. Danny Williams steps in, loses the face-off to Addis Sultan Beckhoff. They clear it out of the zone. Leidick will take it. Dump it down. Gonna be kept it in. Nice play. Williams is gonna carry it back into the zone. Williams, shot, just wide. Williams throws it on, bounces it off the net. Goes around, Leidick passes it, up to Leidick. It was Clark for Leidick, across. Looking for Wood, out of the zone. And they're gonna have to go back and get onside. 50 seconds remaining in regulation. Back around for Miller. Miller for Zapolsky. Down and out, here comes Alton Beckhoff, and it's gonna be picked up and going the other way as Indiana just dump it in. Miller will collect it at the blue line. They'll play around with it and they'll knock it out of the zone. Wood will just let it go down. Leidick will put it on net, held on to by O'Connor with 30 seconds remaining. Face-off coming up to the left of Seamus O'Connor. 3-3 is your score here, third period, 30 seconds remaining. Threes are wild, baby. These two teams, a well-known rivalry in the PIHL. McCort takes their timeout right now. And we'll look at the scoreboard and see where we stand with everything else that's going on this evening. Wait for it to upload while we're talking about the timeouts here. Right now, final. Elizabeth Forward defeats Avonworth 3-1. Carrick, it looks like they've ended up defeating Burrell 8-5 at Ice Castle. Just too much late in the game for the Carrick Cougars, and they're going to move on. Looked like they got a scare from Burrell. Burrell unable to complete that upset. We're 3-3 here. As you know, we're talking about the single A. We're talking about an instant classic here at the Kirk Nevin Arena. I didn't call it the Island this time. I'm trying not to. Montour falling the Mars in overtime, 6-5. Neshannock defeating Morgantown 9-1 or 10-1, depending on who you ask. Meadville falling to Baldwin 1-0. Greater Latrobe defeating Armstrong on BurghHockeyLive 6-2. Ringgold defeating Wilmington 11-2. And Hempfield defeating Plum in overtime 4-3. But we're 3-3 here. 30 seconds remaining in the third period. Offensive zone faceoff for the Bishop McCort Crushers. Nettleton steps in with Alton Beckoff. One back across. Wilson. Corbin Wilson will take it on the half wall. Throws it up. He's got Nettleton coming out of the zone. Nettleton in the zone. Shot. Save. Bradley into the corner. Back down. Wilson throws it across. On the net. Zapolsky will take it. Passes it up. Carrying it in the zone is Bear. Bryce Bear will take it. Comes in. Shoots. Save by Seamus O'Connor. 9.6 seconds remaining in the third period. Sneaky, sneaky glove for O'Connor. Insta Classic here at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, situated in Lynch Field. And as I mentioned earlier, in a floodplain by accident. Back around, Wilson will take this one on the half wall. Corbin Wilson will just dump it out. And here comes Tanner Agnello, but he can't get onto it. Nettleton will separate the puck, throws down. Guess what we have? Guess what we have? Guess what we have? We have overtime here at Kirk Nevin Arena. 3-3 is your score after regulation. We will talk immediately into the overtime period. It is golden goal rules. There is no shootout in overtime. 15 minutes, 5-on-5. We're still moving along, waiting to see what's going to happen with this contest. Overtime coming up. They're ready for the center face-off. 15-minute periods here. 5-on-5. Golden goal rules. It's simple. You win, you move to the island. You lose, you're going home. Season starts in October. Bishop McCort, a little bit different. They're going to be heading to nationals this year. So they'll get the automatic bid to the national tournament this season. So they'll play a little bit more hockey. And I believe that's early April upcoming. They're not going to want to finish their season, of course, here in Western Pennsylvania early. You don't want to be in Dallas before you actually have to be in Cranberry this year. So it all comes down to this. They'll switch ends. I'm sorry, 17-minute period here. 17 minutes. We're in overtime. Face-off coming up at center. Here we go. Skirino, I'm sorry. Tanner Agnello will lose the face-off back to Zapolsky. Nikita Zapolsky will carry it in, and we're in overtime here. 3-3 is your score. Next goal will win. Icing is the call against Bishop McCort. Face-off will come to the right of Cole Bradley. Mackenzie McGuire will drop the puck. There we go. Nettleton throws it on net. Save made. Bounces it around. Held on to, and they'll have another face-off to the right of the Bishop McCort net. Eisenhower had 2 goals. I believe was Clark with the other goal for Indiana, and Addis Olton Beckoff with all 3 goals for Bishop McCort. Off, they'll battle it behind their net. Olton Beckoff will carry it back there. They'll skate it off and around. Clark with the other goal for, of course, Indiana. Wanted to verify that. Here we go, overtime. Zapolsky carries it out slowly out of the zone. He's going to slow play it. Waits for it. Passes it up. Looks for Miller. Eisenhower gets in his lane. Passed out by Indiana. They're going to be offside. They're going to have to get on. Backing around. It'll be Indiana carrying it out of their zone. Passing it up. He's going to find Eisenhower. 2-on-2 with Wilson. Waits for it. Gets around one. Can't get all the way through him. So Zapolsky will go around. Back down. Wilson battles top of the circle. In, bounces on. Wait for it. Save by Bradley on the play. Saves the puck and holds on to the stick for good measure as it was trying to be tapped through. 3-3 is your score in overtime. Golden goal rules apply here. Face off coming up to the right. Tanner Agnello. Back behind the net, Zapolsky will take it, bounce it around. Williams will knock it down. Danny Williams, top of the circle, waits for a shoot. Passes through a shoot. For it. Agnello shot just off the blocker of Bradley. Up to the point. It goes out of the zone. And it's going to battle around. It's going to be passed up. Looking for Riblet. Battle off. Wood. Good play there to get it back. Williams will take it. Pass it across. Nobody home. Taken the other way by Venny. Venny shoots right around. Looking for Riblet. Riblet in the corner. Back down for Casino. They'll battle in a point. Held on to. And broken stick here for Zapolsky. Broke at the top of the stick. He'll get a new twig and head back into the offensive zone. Face-off coming up to the left of the netminder, Seamus O'Connor. Talking with the coaches beforehand. He transferred in this year, took the starting job after their original starter did not continue with the program. Cleared out of the zone. Corbin Wilson trying to get it over to Clark. Battled out. Bear battled in. Nettleton puts him into the stanchion. Back behind Olton Beckhoff. Nattles him off. Clark just dumps it out, and it's going to go clear all the way down. Zapolsky will chase it out of the zone. Nikita Zapolsky. Back behind. 14:36 remaining in the overtime period here. Get as many as you need. Golden goal rules apply here. Miller will just dump it in. Castro loses it in his skates, bounces it out. Good play there. Clark's going to carry it into the zone. Clark around, in and around. Nice play to get her behind the net. Wilson in front. Wilson behind for Clark. It's going to go all the way down. Agnello. Agnello passes it down. Wilson throws it up. Shot just wide of the net for Wilson. Back in front. It's going to go back behind the net. McAnulty. High stick on the puck. Cleared, no high stick on the play. Out of the zone. Cleared back in by McAnulty. They need to get onside. Clark gets on. Wilson will chase it down. Zapolsky will be there first. Takes it, dumps it all the way down. Kept in nicely by Eisenhower. Shoots. Tip, save, made, rebound. Tip, shot, save, made, rebound. Just sits around in the crease. Held on to by Bradley. 13-14 remaining in the overtime period. Puck was just laying there, hoping somebody sent it home. Nobody wanted to give it its ticket. Sets under Bradley, and we have a face-off coming up to the right of the Crushers netminder. Timeout called by Indiana. Carrick defeats Burrell 9-5 at the Ice Castle Arena. Elizabeth Forward defeats Avonworth 3-1 at Barrel Ice Complex. We are the only game left in town, ladies and gentlemen. We're in overtime here at Kirk Nevin Arena. It is 3-3 between Bishop McCort and Indiana in what has been an absolute phenomenal game on both sides. Addis Oldenbeckhoff with a hat trick and 2 goals for Eisenhower and a goal by Clark for Indiana. They are playing Renegade. We'll see who decides to take the extra effort for it. and they got the base turned up for this one. McGuire will get ready to drop the puck. .13:41 remaining in the first overtime period. If we need more, we'll take it. I ain't got any place to be, and I can take a day off if I really feel like it. Tanner Agnello will step in with Addison Beckhoff. Won by Agnello. But it's going to be picked up. Turnover to Weisenhower. Shot saved by Bradley. Williams throws it on net, looking for the point. Agnello, top of the slot. Shot. Loses the puck. Couldn't hold on to it. It's going to come the other way. And they're calling a cross-check on Bishop McCort. Cross-check on Bishop McCort coming up. Zapolsky's going to go to the box for a cross-check in front with 13:29 remaining. It's a tale of two worlds here. The Bishop McCort side is stone silent, and Indiana side is absolutely losing their minds right now. Power play coming up to Indiana. Here we go. Face-off coming up to the left of Cole Bradley. Nettleton will step out there with Eisenhower. He has, looks like Danny Williams, Corbin Wilson, and Tanner Agnello out there. Face-off one forward, but it's going to be picked up and taken by Bishop McCort, who just dump it down all the way. Seamus O'Connor will play it, pass it back for Danny Williams. Danny Williams will take it behind the net. He's got to get it back up ice. The power play, there's no time running on the power play. They're going to pay attention to the actual score time. Agnello will dump it in, throws it on. Shot, save, score! Danny Wilson wins it in overtime here at Kirk Nevin Arena. Indiana moves on to the second round of the postseason over Bishop McCort. 13:06 remaining in the third period. My, Williams with the game winner in the overtime. Power play goal. Nothing Bradley could do about that. Don't hang your head, young man. O'Connor and Bradley hug it out at center ice. Indiana celebrating. They're heading to the island next week. They'll line up for the handshakes. This one should be good on both sides. There is no shame in either of their games tonight. As for us, this is our final broadcast of the season. I am Brian Mitchell. I want to thank you all for joining us this year on BurghHockeyLive. We tried to accomplish something we didn't think we could. I think we did pretty good. Can't speak for everybody else, but I do appreciate everything everybody put into this. Thanks to everybody at the PIHL, every one of you guys at home. Thank you so much. One last time for everybody at home. Indiana wins. Danny Williams gets the goal in overtime. 13:06 remaining, and on the power play goal, Indiana's heading to the island to play the winner of Norwin and Kiski tomorrow night at the Center Ice Arena. Jared Todd-Hunter will be there. Coverage, follow him at Todd-Hunter Productions if you want to just follow him along to follow what's going on in that game. For the final time this season, my name is Brian Mitchell. Semifinals next week. My final time on the broadcast, our final time as a company. I will see you in the rink. Take care, guys.